first challenge for the NYX Face Awards. I hope you like how I interpreted my Enchanted Nymph. If you want to see how I did this look, just keep on watching.
Always the first step, prepping the face so you have a clean canvas to work on. The character I'm creating is a Dryad. Dryads are forest nymphs found in the Greek mythology and are usually portrayed in earthy tones of browns and greens. I wanted to go a different direction by painting her with cooler shades of blue. The title of this look is called When the First Frost Falls, and that's because when she arrives, all the animals begin to hibernate and then she disappears as soon as the first frost falls. She's very fleeting because she's only there at the very end of autumn and at the very beginning of winter. I'm using an aqua face paint as my base to cover my face and all the way down on my chest, shoulders, and down the arms like short sleeves. Now for texture, a great technique is taking a sponge and just tearing off pieces to make it uneven. With a light touch, I'm creating texture with a sponge dipped in blue face paint and dabbing randomly. The goal is to make it look imperfect because skin isn't just one flat color. To make it all blend, I'm going back with the same aqua color, using the same sponge and dabbing it over the blue color in random areas. That way, I'm creating an undertone and it will help make the blue spots look like it's coming from under the skin. On my eyes, I'm using a NYX lip liner in pumpkin to create redness around my eyes and also to break the monotony of the blues. Then I'm using NYX's lid lingerie eye tint in Whimsy and blurring it out around the eyes using the NYX number 15 brush. With the same brush, I'm using NYX's Ombre Blush in Instaflame for more depth. I'm placing the blush in random areas around my eyes for a sort of messy, flowy look. I'm also adding the same blush on my nose as these are the points where we usually get redness. Plus, this makes the reds look more cohesive. I'm making my nose very narrow to simulate a very pixie-like look. I'm using an electric blue and an indigo blue, which are both darker than my base. I'm also using this to blend the colors in the hollow part under the brow by the side of the nose bridge to really give my nose height. Also, with the same two shades of blue, I'm using an angled brush to contour my cheeks from the cheekbones down to the side of my mouth. I switched to a smaller angled brush to concentrate the darker color on a smaller area. Then I just went back to the angled brush to blend it all out. I'm also contouring the sides of my neck to make it thinner. Going back to my eyes, I'm using NYX's eyeshadow powder in Velvet Suede all over my lids. I'm using this to highlight all the high points on my face. I also take this color down to my neck, my collarbones, and my shoulders. I'm doing this because these are the places where light usually hits. To emphasize my collarbones, I'm using the same contour color above and below the collarbones with NYX's number 17 brush. I'm also adding redness on my shoulders and the hollow part at the base of the neck. Going back again to my eyes, I'm using the electric blue on my lids, but I'm also placing them in random areas and blending it a little with the red. I mixed NYX's glitter primer in a finely milled silver pigment. I'm also applying this in random areas of my lids and around my eyes. I also added a little at the tip of my nose, my chin, and my cupid's bow. For my lips, I'm using NYX's Liquid Suede in Little Denim Dress, then powdering it with an eyeshadow of the same color to help it dry quicker. Using a very fine brush, I'm creating roots to emulate a foresty appearance for my Dryad. I lost around 30 minutes of footage after creating the roots on my lips, but that's okay. I'll walk you through the steps. I'm using an SFX material, skin plastic, to go over some of the roots and create a 3D effect. To color it, I'm using a mixture of blue and green face paint. For added depth, I'm highlighting some parts with NYX's Away We Glow liquid highlighter in State of Flux. Using a silicone applicator and NYX's glitter primer, I'm adding glitter at the center of my lips. For the white beads on the right side of my face, I simply used the lash glue to attach them. On the hollow part on the base of my neck is a nail accessory which I attached with lash glue. I wanted this to represent a snowflake. On my lashes, I'm using NYX's Doll Eye Mascara to help my real lashes attach to the falsies. Then to darken the spaces between the lashes, I'm using NYX's Matte Liquid Liner in black. I also used this to deepen some of the roots on my mouth. I went back to my eyes because I wanted to increase the amount of redness in the outer corner of my eyes. To achieve this, I'm using NYX's Liquid Suede in Vintage. I'm using body gel glitter that's good for the hair, face, and body to give my body more sparkle because I'm a nymph and it's always magical with glitter around. I'm also placing this on my cheekbones for more dimension and texture. So, time to paint my hands. I just simply repeated the same process I did on my face and chest. And then I'm using Insta-Flame to also create redness on my knuckles, my fingertips, and palms so that the color isn't flat. So here's the headpiece I made with the help of my friend. So I really wanted to make this headpiece a pale blue color since my hair is deep blue and I really wanted that contrast. If you want to know how I made this headpiece, let me know in the comments below and maybe I can make a separate tutorial for this one. So that's it, my enchanted nymph. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial because I certainly had fun creating this look for you. And don't forget to vote for me.
And I really hope that you like this makeup tutorial. I'm really proud of what I've done here. I think I really stretched myself and I hope you like it. I really hope you do. This challenge requires purely votes to get in the top 15. So I need your help, guys. Please show me your love and support. I really appreciate it. It'd be awesome. I'll put the link on the description box below so it'll be easier for you to vote. You'll be directed to the microsite of the NYX Face Awards and you can vote there. You can vote 3 times per email, so that means if you've got like 10, maybe 30 votes per day, please vote for me. Thank you and please subscribe to my channel.